Dyslexia and Creativity. There is no negative connotation to dyslexia. You think and do things that no one else can do. They are the people who show us the light.
I have been dancing since I was 2 or 3 years old. In high school, I was on the varsity dance team, and it was just this extracurricular that kind of took my mind off school and was able to be with my friends and do something that I really loved, and that was dance.
I've been playing soccer for as long as I can remember, on school, club, and academy teams. I'll go to play in the park whenever I have free time, and even sometimes I'll kick the ball around while I'm studying or doing other homework or work. Sports are a huge part of my life.
Dyslexics excel in creative subject matters such as entrepreneurship, engineering, architecture, and the arts.
A lot of kids have difficulty with language, very good with nonverbal stuff, they're the artists. So, the kids with a lot of ADHD, you see them on the stage, they're the comics, they're the ones who can fire the stuff off.
Originally I did editing for a while. I used to edit videos for fun. I work with someone and we've done a bunch of films this year. He's good at the filming part, I'm good at the editing part, so we work well together, so kind of grown and made a good team.
Because I struggled with math and science, and reading comprehension was so difficult for me, I kind of took this creative path in high school where I was then editor-in-chief of the yearbook, and I loved graphic design and my brain works very visually.
When you're making films and you're editing films, dyslexia just doesn't affect it whatsoever, so it's kind of a way of doing something that I like without having to worry about kind of having a disability that others don't, and others being better than me without them actually knowing more.
Kids who maybe, again, more language things, they may be extraordinary athletes, musicians. They learn to communicate in other ways and express themselves in other ways, which is really validating. You gotta always try to make sure kids appreciate that, understand that.
I just always played, always loved it. When you're playing, you just don't think about anything else. With your friends, you're having fun.
And he's got other things which aren't about tests, right? So he plays a lot of sports. He's a filmmaker and he works on videos, and he has outlets which aren't testing you in that kind of way, and he's very successful at that, and that's a great outlet for him.
So I'm not one to, if you're struggling in school and you're a great athlete, well, we're going to take away your athletics because you're not working hard in school. Like, you keep their athletics and cigarettes.
In college, this has really manifested as I'm an art history major, and I am able to look at an image and memorize a bunch of facts about it and conceptualize it and contextualize it, and I think that the skills that I learned in high school from SLD and from my tutoring really helps me kind of harness what I'm good at, and that sort of led me into this creative path.
This year I took a film class and I really enjoyed it. After this class, I kind of watch films and realize it's actually really cool how they do certain stuff, and yeah, so it kind of drove my interest. So with filmmaking, it's equal playing field. So that's very helpful and very, that's probably one of the reasons I naturally grew into it. Also, with sports, it's the same thing.
And I work in an organization on campus called ACE Design, where I create logos and graphics and other designs for organizations on campus. So it feels like my dyslexia has led me into this creative path, and I now want to go into a creative career.
Dyslexia allows for other creative paths and endeavors. So I feel maybe led me to filmmaking, because there's a lot of creative choices that you take when you do films and editing.
So you demystify it, you validate them, you point out all the stuff that you're good at, that's the biggest thing, is you don't apologize for how your brain is kind of wired and such. In fact, you kind of embrace it, and then if you need to go and explain to people, know that if you're going to talk at me 100 miles an hour, I'm not going to get something. I really appreciate something, maybe some visual references, or if you can at least talk about this is kind of how I learn, how can you help me out here? And ask for the things you need, And then kids start to realize that, oh, I can do this.
People can succeed because of their dyslexia, not in spite of it.